When I was younger, I had the best childhood, but that was only outside of school. It was a horrifying experience for me during elementary and middle school years. I was bullied for wearing hand-me-downs, but my parents could only afford to get our clothes from secondhand resources to provide for us. Kids at school will laugh at me and mock my culture. Being Ghanaian, they called me names, clicked at me, and insisted we lived in trees. It caused me to hate school because I felt left out of place, and worthless. Within these 7 years, my self-esteem was affected tremendously. I became that school who never spoke up, cried all the time, and the prime target for recess and lunch roasting sessions. It caused me to believe that I was unable to do anything more or even be anything that I dreamed for myself. I refused to even try any longer in school, but AVID brought an end to those painful years like a light finally shining through a dark tunnel that seemed to never end. Flashback to my days at Truman Middle School, when Mr. Thomas first made an announcement during lunch to tell the incoming 7th grade class to interview for AVID. I promise you, I paid no attention until he said college field trips. Perfect way of missing school. When the interviews came around, I didn't understand the concepts he was introducing to me. Corner notes, TRFs, AVID, they all sound like gibberish, but hey, again, I was ready for the field trips. Moving along to 7th grade, not only did I become a part of AVID, AVID became a part of me. Advancement via individual determination. This acronym first sparked a sense of discovery in me. I want to know how this organization could possibly prepare someone like me for college, which seems so far away and definitely unaffordable. I want to know exactly how someone like me, who at this point had lost all hope, could possibly use their own determination to not only excel in school, but in life. Would I still feel left out? Do they really care, or is it all for recognition? Was it worth replacing athletics where I was hoping to claim the fastest growing school title so people could finally notice me? I was girl on a mission to find out. Through AVID, Mr. Thomas was able to take me up as one of his own. I had finally stopped feeling invisible. He taught with purpose. He, along with supporting teachers at Truman, began to enforce Cornell notes in class. I noticed that with this note-taking strategy, I was retaining 10 times more the information in my core subjects. These teachers made sure that we knew organizing our binders and having planners brought more stability. Tutorial request forms allowed us to feel okay with asking for help and brought improvements to classes least favored. I began to engage more in school. I became first to answer questions, share my notes, finish my assignments, and help tutor my other classmates. With projects, seminars, and presentations, I became outspoken. The college filters just topped it all off. I finally belonged, stood out, and felt valued. Entering high school, AVID was the first thing I requested to be on my schedule. Mrs. Brenda Jacks made all 4 years of my AVID high school experience extraordinary. She became my mother at school. In her class, there was no room for excuses. Mrs. Jacks didn't play. Yet at the same time, you could tell that she poured her heart into us. AVID has been my shelter in the times of storm. During my senior year, I realized that I am more daring. I am mentally, spiritually, and emotionally grounded. I know what's best for me, and I'm prepared for what's ahead of me. I have faith that there will always be a way to pull through. I have overcome and know I have a purpose. AVID has allowed me to accept my future as a reality and not an imagination anymore. I have blossomed, and for that, I thank you, AVID.